Hello, this is John Fiskus with the Flight Academy, and today we're looking at the process for updating a Generation 2 Vision Jet with the Perspective Touch Plus avionics. This technique is valid as of April 28th, 2021, and if it's in the future, there may be some small updates that require you to make some modifications, but if those exist, I'll make another video. So for now, we're going to look at updating the Perspective Touch Plus avionics. To do that, we need a few things. We need a computer with the Jeppesen Update Manager software on it. We need a blank SD card, and we need a reader of some kind on that computer to transfer the data. Some computers have an SD card reader built in, and some you have to get a special device, just a USB card reader that you can get to plug this into, and then it plugs in via USB to your computer. Costs about $20, and you can get it virtually anywhere that sells electronics. So we've updated now the database onto this card. We've got the appropriate databases that we need are now here. This is not one of the cards that regularly lives in the airplane. Those are all still in place right now. So we're going to look at how to do that. This is a spare card, and in fact, you may want to acquire a few of these. If you can get a 32 or less gigabyte, this one's a 16 SD card, get a few of them just to have them handy. Because there's nothing special about this update card. It can be whatever it needs to be. So with that being said, we're going to look at the process of updating, and here we go with that. So I'm going to take this card. This has the updates on it. I'm just going to put it here for a moment. Up here on the MFD, I have two cards. The top one I'm going to remove. This card is the one that records data. This is the data log card. This is recording engine data and stuff like that. I'm just going to put him down there. The bottom card is your Garmin Flight Stream card. This card should be removed. You don't have to take it out, but it just has to be not in contact. See how it's sticking out there a little bit? So just leave him like that for the update process. Now this is the one that I put my updates onto. I'm going to put him in the top slot. Push him in so it's seated nice and flush. And now we're going to turn on our batteries. I recommend you do this process with some form of external power because the battery drain, it's not that significant. You can get away without it, but it's not a bad idea to have it just in case. So I've got both my batteries are turned on now, and we can see that it says that it's going to, it's skipping an update out of 7 that are up to date, but it is going to update some others. Let's come down here to GTC2. We're going to look at this guy. We're going to go to database status, and we can see our databases are currently out of date. As the system initializes, it's going to start looking at that card that I plugged in, and it's going to start syncing it. We've got 5 databases to update. They're not, so that, don't let that number scare you. It's not necessarily going to take as long as it says there. This is like Windows time, where it says it takes 15 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, a minute and a half, and then it's done. So let's not let that worry you too much. But you can see this is going to take a little bit of time. We're already through the 3, now we're on 4. So I'm going to pause the video here while this proceeds, basically just waiting for this to count down and finish. When there's no more action here, the database update is complete. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes now. The database sync is complete, and they are initializing. It shows the databases are out of date. This is normal. I haven't done a power cycle yet, and it's telling me that it's going to activate those databases that are current. Now again, it's April 28th today. These expired on the 22nd, so they're a few days out of date, which is just fine. And we're going to power off the batteries, and then we're going to remove some cards, and we're going to watch that happen. So when I restart it, that'll go to active. So here we go with that. Going to just power the batteries off. I'm going to take out the updater card that I have in the top here. This is the one that I had plugged into my computer and downloaded everything onto. I'm going to put it over here for now. The data log, by the way, this is a great idea that this owner has done to put a label on it. This is the data logging card, and it's going to live in that top MFD slot and record the engine data. Now I'm also going to push the flight stream card back in, so both of those cards are now back in and flush. With that done, we're ready to turn the batteries back on, which I'm going to do now. Batteries back on. We'll come over here to GTC2, and we're going to watch that action as it initializes. And we'll look to verify that the databases are synced up. Sure enough, databases are good. We're all set until May. Oops, go back into there. That's it. Databases are updated. Nice and easy. Thanks for tuning in. We want to wish everybody safe flying, and give us a shout if we can help you out with anything at the Flight Academy. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.
We are the Cirrus Training Experts.